Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Milwaukee Brewers. Offensively, the Brew crew are led by right fielder Christian Yelich. Last year, Yelich was a 3.6 win player with 19 home runs, and his 34 doubles were most in a single season since the 2018 campaign. Believe it or not, Yelich is entering his 13th season in the Bigs and 7th as a Brewer. Behind the plate, William Contreras solidified himself as one of the premier catchers in 2023. A year ago, he led all catchers in doubles, runs, average, and OPS, and added 17 home runs and drove in 78. At second base, the Brewers will look for Willie Adames to replicate his 2023 campaign, which saw him hit 29 doubles and 34 home runs while driving in 80. Adames is in his final year of arbitration and will earn $12.5 million. In 2024, the Brewers will have a new face at first base. Rhys Hoskins joined the team on a 2-year, $34 million deal this winter. Hoskins missed the entire 2023 campaign recovering from a torn ACL, and the former Philly will be a big bat in the middle of the order for the Brewers this upcoming season. They brought in more power from the right side, striking a 1-year deal with Gary Sanchez. Last year, Sanchez resurrected his career in San Diego, hitting 19 home runs in just 240 at-bats, and improved significantly defensively behind the plate. On the bump, they will turn to new ace Freddie Peralta after Corbin Burnes was traded in the offseason. Last year, Peralta started 30 games, posting a 12-10 record with a 3.86 ERA, and struck out 210 batters across 165.2 third innings. They brought back Brandon Woodruff on a 2-year deal in the winter. He will rehab for the entire 2024 campaign as he recovers from Tommy John surgery. Last year, he was brilliant in limited starts, posting a 5-1 record with a 2.28 earned run average. In the bullpen, the Brewers were dealt a significant blow this week as last year's NL reliever of the year, Devin Williams, is expected to miss up to 3 months with back fractures. In his absence, the guy with the most closing experience on the roster right now is Joel Payamps, who picked up 3 saves in 2023, posting a 2.5 ERA in 69 appearances. Now, let's take a deeper look at the 2024 Milwaukee Brewers.
All right, guys, let's jump into it. Blake, obviously, this Brewers team is going to look a little bit different without Corbin Burnes. I have the pitching pulled up right here. But let's go over to the offense. They brought in Rhys Hoskins. That's going to be huge for them.
Yep.
They brought in Gary Sanchez. We'll see what that looks like. He was good last year. They're young. They signed Jackson Chourio to a multi-year deal before he even touched the major leagues. There's Bryce Terang over there at second base. Sal Frelick, Garrett Mitchell. It's a young team. They, they're going to look a little bit different this year. And what's your take on this offense?
I think Garrett Mitchell can be a good leadoff hitter in the future. Obviously you still got a guy like Christian Yelich, who's the face of that team in the offense, right? I do agree with you. I think Rhys Hoskins was a huge ad for him. Obviously, he's coming off of a couple injured seasons. So, but he's a 30 home run guy, right? He's a big bat in that lineup. I was kind of surprised he only got a 1-year deal. I guess he's kind of betting on himself in a way, I guess, coming off of a season where he didn't play. But
Right.
yeah, good ad for them. Willie Adames, good defender, can hit the long ball. It was weird. Gary Sanchez had his career improvements been weird. Like he remember when he was in New York, he the pass balls that like
Yeah.
was a good defensive catcher with Blake Snell last year. Like it was his catching improvement was off the charts. Like it was like everyone thought of Gary Sanchez as a lazy catcher, this, and last year he cleaned all that up and had what did he have? 19 home runs last year for the Padres, I just
Yeah.
saw. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was really
Definitely a
good.
wake-up call for sure.
Oh, 100%. Like when you
He almost was on the verge of not playing Major League Baseball again. So
yeah,
he took it in stride.
yeah.
Um and yeah, hats off to him. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what he is. On the bench, they got Jake Bowers. They got Joey Ortiz. That's who they traded Corbin Burnes mainly for. So
Yeah.
they have him making the team. He is a
Mm-hmm.
prospect, but he is almost 26 years old. So
Yeah.
um
Big numbers in the minors too for Ortiz. Big numbers.
yeah. And going down to let's actually head over to the payroll real quick. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
what they got locked up. Um, if this Jackson Chorio guy is what they say he's gonna be, he's only 20 right now.
8-year
That's
deal.
gonna
Yeah.
be it's gonna be a steal. Obviously, it's really they're just paying him through arbitration and then getting 2 additional years out of him. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, Hoskins actually a 2-year deal, it says,
Oh,
but it's a player option.
oh, right.
It's
That's
it's listed as a 2-year deal, but
right.
he could be there for 2 years if he picks up that $18 million option.
Right.
I I would suspect if he does hit the 30 home runs that we do think he's gonna hit, he probably will not be
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
well, I wouldn't say he's not in a Brewers uniform, but he will be hitting the market again.
Yeah.
Um, Yelly, he's getting older. He's 32 years old. It's only a 23 AAV. This is team friendly, especially for a guy that's, I believe he won the MVP 1 year and
Yep.
is an all-star. That's team friendly right there. Brandon Woodruff coming back. He's not going to play this year, but next year could be the ace of the staff now that Burns is gone.
Yeah. That's a big value deal too. Only at
Yeah.
8.7 per.
They're at 151 million on the luxury tax. They could still do some things. Obviously like we said, they did trade Corbin Burns, so that makes me think maybe they would add to this rotation. There are some guys available. Even though Brewers fans are not probably love this, an old friend in Zach Greinke, maybe just to eat some innings for them.
Hmm.
Um, Michael Lorenzen's out there. Jordan Montgomery. I don't think they'll spend on a Jordan Montgomery, but he is out there. Would be good for this rotation. Blake Snell, don't see that happening. They do have the money to do it, but I don't see it happening. But the big news of the day, and we're recording this on Wednesday, and it's going to be coming out at the end of the week,
Yeah.
is that Devin Williams, as of about 45 minutes ago, just got listed with back
Back
fractures,
fractures. Yeah.
and he's going to be out for the next 3 months.
It's a huge
So
loss. Huge loss.
this bullpen changed drastically
Yeah.
moments ago. So
Yeah.
um how that they're saying he's gonna be out 3 months. It's a multiple stress fractures too. It's not just one.
So you're
So
looking at like an all-star break return potentially. Like that's
yeah.
maybe even maybe a little earlier than that, but I mean that's just kind of ballpark return for him, which is that's devastating for this team that doesn't have much closing experience at all in this bullpen. Not much at all.
Hmm.
So
I mean,
um
last year,
yeah.
yeah, you have a combined 3, 4, 7, 10,
Yeah.
combined 10 saves in 2023.
Yeah.
And they don't even know they
They
don't
don't
even know
know.
who their closer is gonna be right
I
now.
don't know, yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's
interesting. Somebody's gonna have to step up. Somebody's gonna have to be the guy. Maybe it's gonna be by committee. They've done that in the past, especially when they had Hader and Williams,
yeah.
right? Um, DL Hall was also in the deal for Corbin Burns. He's
Hmm.
been a lefty prospect, left-handed throwing prospect for a couple of years now. How's he gonna be? He had some experience in the pen last year to a 3.26, but they are gonna put him back in the rotation as a Brewer. Colin Ray, 21 starts projection. June is 21 projected. Miley, 24 projected. And Peralta projected for 29. So they had only Freddie Peralta pitched 30 starts last year. That's not great news if I'm a Brewers fan.
Yeah.
I'm looking for guys that are going to take the ball every fifth day, whether that's to a 4.8 ERA or if that's, you know, a 5 ERA. If
Yeah.
you're going to be out there every fifth day, you know what you're getting.
Hmm.
You know, there's some value in that.
And
There
there is some
even if
serviceable guys available too, right? Like you
that's
said,
why I said
like
Granky, like it's
Lorenzen, Granke, like those are guys that they'll eat some innings for you.
yeah, I mean, he's at the back half, but he's been in Milwaukee before. He's gonna make his starts. He's probably gonna be a Hall of Famer one day. Is it gonna be the greatest starts? No, but he's gonna have those days where he turns back the clock and gets you some dubs. So, you know, do I love it? No, but it's kind of where we're at in the off season. I mean, let's just might as well go look at what's left. I mean, where do I have to go here?
Uh,
Transaction, a
Free
free agent
agent
tracker. Here we
tracker.
go.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Unsigned, starting pitching. Lorenzen, Mike Clevenger.
Yeah.
Clevenger
Clevenger.
would be interesting there. Granke, Rich Hill, um, Vince Velasquez, Noah Syndergaard, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking, I mean, that they got to do something here. I mean, there's a guy down here, however you feel about him, you know, a Johnny Cueto, I think they just need to add an arm, at the
Yeah,
end of the day. I don't
yeah.
know who that's going to be, but
There's not much in the road. There's not much relievers left either. Like
no,
it's
that's,
pretty slim
that's,
pickings for relievers.
yeah, yeah. This is where we're at. Brad
Yeah,
Hand,
and Aaron Loop.
Aaron Loop.
Yeah,
Tapera has some closing experience, but he's been on the back end of
Alex Reyes, I
everything.
guess, coming off. He's been injured.
Melanson.
Yeah, yeah. I guess there's a
Matt Bush
couple,
has been
but
there a couple times, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, that's
yeah,
another guy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking great out here in the free market at this point. Nobody would really expect it to look great. With that said, though, let's go over to the standings. They have them projected third, 80 and 82, so they have them under 500. Last year they won the division. They won 92 games,
Yeah.
right? I think everybody would say it wasn't the prettiest 92 games, and but their run differential was 81. And this division's not the best. So it did get better though. The Cubs, they added Imanaga, they got Bellinger back.
Yeah.
What steps do their young players make? The Cardinals, they're not gonna. I would bet the Cardinals aren't gonna be the same team they were last year.
No, they're gonna bounce. I think they're gonna bounce back for sure.
So the Reds, they got better. The Pirates, they were hot at the beginning of the season, fell off of a cliff once O'Neal Cruz got hurt. Um, it's interesting. It's a wide open. It's a wide open division.
Well, yeah, I
Last
mean, like,
year, they gave
yeah.
up less than 4 runs a game.
Mhm.
Obviously, that's going to go up. You just lost your all-star closer and a Cy Young candidate in Corbin Burns. So,
Yeah,
you know, it's not going to be the same team. I think everybody knows that. Craig Counsell obviously lost to the Cubs as well.
that's a big
It's going to
loss.
be
That's an
a
underrated
younger.
loss of the offseason for sure. Like that's
Yeah, I mean, I just think that the foundation, right? The
mhm.
foundation that he sets, the expectation. It's a new guy at the helm. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully, it's just translates to smooth uh transition. I know he's been in the staff already. He's been in the organization for a while, so um I don't know. I mean, would it surprise me if the Brewers just made a run and won the Central? No. At the same time, it kind of feels like they're gonna have to slug a little bit more this year.
Yeah, I think the obviously, like you said, losing Hader and Burns, and then now you get dealt with Williams being out for 3 months before the season. For a lot of teams, that might be too much to overcome. I mean, but they do have some guys in that offense, and like you said, they're gonna have to slug to win games. I agree with that.
Alrighty. You got anything to add?
Nope.
All right, guys. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.